Coach, you're about a week into your season. You had preseason camp last week. Talk about the overall numbers and how preseason has gone and maybe the format and what you guys have been up to.
Yeah, I think generally we're really happy with the work rate. We're what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're talking on Monday. We're almost a weekend. And I think this group kind of lives into our core verse of iron sharpening iron. And they want to see each other get better and improve and kind of have their own footprint, so to speak, and how we live out the Defender way and encourage each other in those areas. And I think that's been really positive starting throughout the summer and small groups meeting together up until we arrived on campus, and everybody's been kind of connected moving into that. So I think they're a talented group. I think there's a lot of potential, but there's also going to be a lot of growth because we're still relatively young. But throughout the season, excited to see them grow together and what that looks like and off the field activities and on the field style of play and how they push each other and keep each other accountable through what we do.
From a soccer standpoint, what has this group done well so far in camp and at practice?
Yeah, they show up and they put work in. I think from a coaching perspective, we talk about controllables a lot. Attitude and effort are something that I think our guys can quote and what we try to focus on. But really positive body language for the most part. They want to come, they want to do work, and they want to work together and solve problems. I think our game is really analytical in how you have to break things apart and problem solve. So a lot of guys talking in between drills or at water breaks or between whistles of how it should look and how they can help each other and find similar pockets offensively or defensively in transition and what that looks like. So really grateful for that and those guys who've stepped into those roles and kind of adopted or put their arms around the younger guys or inexperienced guys and how we do things or how we're trying to do things.
You've alluded a couple of times to the Defender way. Talk about that and how you incorporate that into your program.
Yeah, sounds like a recruiting pitch, doesn't it? So great commission piece, something that we really value. At Dort's Christian Institution, our athletic programs all live into the Great Commission and who we are and how we interact as a team and on campus in our community and with our opponents and referees. I think those things are important to share Christ and try to live through Christ and what that looks like and show that in the spirit of competition. Not saying we don't want to compete, but I think we can do it in a different way. Servant leadership portion, kind of alluded to small groups a little bit, talking through this, and we have 7 small group leaders who have met with their group in some way, shape, or form really throughout the spring and summer and adopted the new guys along the way as they come in. And so we have those weekly meetings, and we actually met with our small group leaders today, and we're going through a book together this fall. So excited to see them develop and continue to develop and take responsibility of what that looks like and give them opportunities to lead groups of guys. Academic portion, we talk about our GPAs and academic excellence, right? The last 2 years we were top 5 in the country. We were a little bit beneath the mark with the 3.33 this year. Hopefully we'll still be top 10. But I think we have a high standard and we're yearning, that's not the right word. We're excited to hopefully get back to that goal of 3.4 is what the guys want to be at. And then pursuit of championships, huge piece. We're really excited about the opportunity to play under lights this fall, something that Dort has not done in our soccer field that I know of. The dome is being built, technology called Player Maker we've been able to utilize and try to develop guys individually and tactically so they can go through and watch their huddle clips of all their play interactions after practices and games and things that we try to develop guys holistically. So within the Defender way, all those pieces go together of who we are and what we stand for and what we are striving to achieve and how we permeate the Defender way coming out of us is something that we're really excited for and working hard towards.
The impact of lights, you mentioned that briefly. What do you see as the impact of putting lights out there on the field?
I think there's a few. Honestly, kids in class is always a good thing. You know, our guys not having to miss as much class time, I think, is a huge benefit for the campus, our community, and their development academically. Um, with that, the other students in class that are typically in class when we kick off midday, hopefully we'll be able to come out to games on Wednesdays and provide an atmosphere that is enjoyable to play in. And then generally the atmosphere in general. You know, I think the community kicking off late at night, having people off of work would be really great too, and the help that that could provide and the atmosphere it could provide is great. You know, it changes a lot of things and creates some excitement and helps other people out campus wide to create those opportunities so our kids can be more involved and engaged in class. Those three pieces, I think, kind of can culminate into other things as well. But probably